Shalom Chaverim, I'm Stephen Benoon. You're watching Israeli News Live. We are here in front of one of the United Nations buildings here in Paris, France. This is on Rue de la Convention Street. It is the convention center here where the United Nations are meeting together today to decide the very fate of Israel, the Israeli nation as we know it, and of course whether or not there will be a Palestinian state. And we know that Pope Francis has already declared a Palestinian state, and Mahmoud Abbas, before coming to this meeting, met again with Pope Francis as they were establishing their embassy inside of Vatican City, something that is very precedented in itself. One thing, though, I do want to mention that I find interesting is the nations are meeting here. It reminds me of Paul Begley making the comment to Rabbi Yehuda Glick a few months back inside the Knesset when we were there with him filming for the Apocalypse Now program. He asked Rabbi Yehuda Glick, what did he think about the United Nations having a meeting here in France without Israel and the Palestinians invited? And of course, Rabbi Glick responded, quoting Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, saying, "You can't have a wedding without the bride and bridegroom present." And that's exactly what we see here, a wedding, a forcing of a wedding here. Kind of reminds me of Daniel's prophecy when Daniel speaks about that they will try to marry the vision. And that seems like Rome has a heavy hand in trying to marry this vision, according to Daniel chapter 11 there, bringing them together as one. What vision is that, though? I think it's Daniel chapter 9, verses 24 through 26, where we see Daniel speaking about none other than a reconciliation of iniquity. The Mekodeshet that happened in Israel sometime back, sponsored by Rome, and of course the Islamic and as well as the Jewish faith there got together trying to marry the vision through religion. Now it seems like the United Nations are trying to bring that bond together. Again, as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has stated, without a bride and bridegroom present. You know, I said today earlier to one of the organizers of the Israeli pro-rally in front of the Israeli embassy, I made a comment to him, if I had the opportunity to ask John Kerry one question, the question I would like to ask him is whether or not Israel could really trust the United Nations. Especially since 1920, when the League of Nations first began, what did they do? The League of Nations did not allow, they gave all of what would be west of the Jordan River and all of east of the Jordan River, including the modern state of Jordan. 2 years later, they reneged on that promise and gave away everything east of the Jordan to Abdullah Hussein's son. Then in 1947, again, Israel the Jewish people were willing to accept the two-state solution again that not only parted the land itself, but also divided Jerusalem as an international city. But that has since changed yet again, and of course, resolution after resolution. So can it be possible that Israel can trust the United Nations in this move once again to do a fair resolution for not only the Jewish people, but as well as the Palestinians? I'm Stephen Benoon. You're watching Israeli News Live. Shalom.